Hey, everybody, this is Flavio Romeo. And on this episode of the Towncast, we had the opportunity of talking to Jared Ferko, who is the president of the brand new women's professional football team in the state of New Jersey, the Jersey Shore Wave. One player of which is from Paterson, New Jersey. She's a Paterson, New Jersey police officer, Monet Clancy, running back for the Jersey Shore Wave. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a great season. They're going to play at Hinchliffe Stadium. So check it out. And I hope you enjoy the episode, everybody. All right, everybody. Listen, I am so psyched for this episode because, here we are. It's Super Bowl time. Super Bowl's next weekend. Phillies and Chiefs, and everybody's talking football. So I am so happy to have this next guest on because there is a new in New Jersey. There is a new women's football team. It's part of the WNFC, the Women's National Football Conference, and I have on the president of the Jersey Shore Wave, the new New Jersey football team, Jared Fermo. Jared, thank you so much for coming on, man. I really appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm really happy to be here and talk about the team.
Yeah, this is so cool. So how long has the WNFC been around?
Yeah, so this is actually going to be year number 6 for the WNFC. So it was founded back in 2018. They took a year off during 2020 for the COVID year, and the momentum the league has had has been super impressive. I really think women's sports as a whole across the country and really internationally as well are taking off. So it's a really exciting time for us as the Jersey Shore Wave to join the league rather, and kind of just see where the league can continue to grow.
Well, and I mean, there's a bunch of teams. This is not just like one or two teams. You've got three conferences. You've got the Pacific, the Central, and the East. And now so this is the first year that New Jersey is going to be playing. You guys have never kicked off, right?
That's right. So we actually launched the team just at the end of August, and we were really up against a pretty abbreviated timeline. We were not really sure if we were actually going to be kicking off in 2025 or 2026, but we pushed pretty hard. We were fortunate, I think, that the chips fell where they did, and we're now under 2 months away from being able to kick off our first game in our first season. And very short turnaround. But again, we've been very fortunate for the help that we've received in standing up the team, and we're really just excited to get on the field and get this thing going.
Now, how did you get your players? Like, obviously this is not, it's not a lot of women that are walking around in pads and helmet. How did you find the players to put the team together so fast?
Yeah. So I mean, you bring up a great point. There's really no feeder league like the WNBA has college basketball, and
Yeah.
the NWSL obviously is college soccer, things like that. There is no women's college football or really anything that would feed into a professional football league. So right now it's a lot of players who come from a flag football background. It's also a lot of players who as high school girls, they played on the boys tackle teams because that's all that was available to them. And they love football, they want to keep playing. What we've noticed from founding our team is that there's thousands of girls and women across the country who do play tackle football and who love this game. And once we put the word out about the team, just in our area in New Jersey, kind of tri-state area, New York City, Philly, more into Pennsylvania, we've got tons of interest, tons of women who want to join the team. And we hosted a tryout in mid-October. We had just about 100 women show up to try out for the team. So the word travels fast. The interest is definitely out there. It's really, again, just really spreading the word that our league and teams like us within our league do exist, and these opportunities are out there for women who are interested.
And it's a shame that they don't have more opportunities at the high school. 'Cause it has to start at the
Right.
high school level. Our high school here in Hawthorne, a couple of years ago, I went to cover the flag football. It was their first season doing flag football, and it's as competitive as the boys' sports. I mean,
Oh, absolutely.
they're not lightweights. And just so everybody understands, this is not, as I remember a couple of years ago, they had women's football and they were wearing short shorts and they were wearing, and they're prancing around. And this is legitimate full contact football. And I'm going to show a clip just so they can get some of the highlights. So everybody check this out. You can see this is like it's helmets, it's pads, full. They're actually wearing more pads than the men are wearing because I find that the men's football, like the NFL, the college football, their pads are getting smaller. They don't have knee pads anymore.
Yeah.
And I mean this is legit.
Oh
This is
yeah. I
really
mean,
cool.
they have to be wearing pads. They're hitting hard. They're moving fast. They're really not holding back at all. So I was kind of giving you a little background on the first call that we had about my first time seeing the league was at the championship game this past June,
Where
and
did they
really
play that?
after that was in Dallas, Texas, at the Ford Center at the Star where the Dallas Cowboys practice.
Nice.
Yes, that was very cool. That was my first insight to women's tackle football. And after the opening kickoff, I mean the first hit that I saw, I said, you know what? It's football. It's doesn't matter who's playing, it's football. Everyone's gonna love it. The athletic ability is there, the buy-in is there, the players are super committed. And what I think really speaks to the commitment level of the players is that right now, this is a full volunteer league. The players are not paid. They all have full-time jobs. Many of them are mothers. They're putting in extra time to playing football just because they love the game with the buy-in that hopefully in a few years they will be getting paid. They will be getting covered on TV and packing stadiums and things like that. So we're really doing everything that we can in our first year to kind of push that forward as much as we can to hopefully accelerate that timeline to where they can be properly paid and appreciated for what they're doing.
Well, and I know that this is obviously it's a big investment on your part and the owner's part. And it's a long-term investment in picking up a franchise I mean, any football team, but because this is it's ground floor. I mean, it's 6 years, most of which were COVID years. So, and the exciting part is that you guys have made the agreement. You're going to be playing. So it's 6 games in the full season, right, to start.
That's right. Yep. Three home, three away.
And your home games are going to be played right here in Paterson, New Jersey at Hinchliffe Stadium.
That's right. We're incredibly fortunate to be able to partner with Hinchliffe Stadium. We think that the history of the field speaks for itself. The renovations that went in, it's beautiful. I was fortunate to have a tour of the stadium just about a month ago, and we're ecstatic. I really can't say enough. Hinchliffe has done a lot already to help us market our partnership with them. The mayor of Patterson has been super on board. He's really pushing our team and pushing the league and really just encouraging all the citizens of Patterson and surrounding towns to come out and check us out. So we can't wait to add more history to the storied history already of Hinchliffe and really get on the field on April 5th and just start this thing off.
Well, and you guys are making history because never in the history of Hinchliffe Stadium, which I think opened back in the 30s, has there ever been a women's football team or a
Yeah,
football game. So
this is a new
you guys
first.
are already making history.
Yeah, it's exciting. I mean, going up with some of the great names and teams that have played there, just to be able to be in the same sentence as some of those greats is very exciting. And it's not something we take lightly, and we really, all of us here at the organization, players, owners, everything, we're very honored to be able to play at Hinchliffe.
Yeah, and also there happens to be a Patterson police officer that's on your team.
That's right. Yeah. So Monet Clancy, she's a running back for the Jersey Shore Wave and a Patterson native. She's a local police officer. And yeah, she's just super happy when we made the announcement that that's where we'll be playing our games. She's ecstatic to be able to play in front of her hometown, her friends and family. And she actually does have the support of the mayor. He's actually going to sponsor her to play on the team.
Oh,
So
can people sponsor players and
yeah, so kind of back to where I was going before with right now the players are all volunteers. So it is a large undertaking to obviously put on a team and three regular season games, more so the three away games. Each game takes about $50,000 all in to travel the team to we're going to Chicago, Atlanta, and DC. So from flights or bus and then hotels and whatever we're doing on the ground, it's a very expensive endeavor. So right now, unfortunately, a lot of that does fall on the players. We're hopeful that with sponsorships and donations and partnerships that we can build in Patterson, the local community, and beyond, out in New Jersey, New York City, Philadelphia, kind of anyone who's really interested to tie themselves onto the team, those sponsorships will really allow us to kind of defray the cost from the players so that they don't face that financial burden to, again, play the game that they love. And while they might not be paid yet, as long as they don't have to pay to play, that accomplishes our first goal. And then again, like I was saying before, hopefully in the extremely near future, we can then change that to the point where they actually get paid to play the game that they love.
well, I'm going to give the website so that people can go and check it out. So the website for the Jersey Shore Wave is Jersey Shore FB, F like for foot, B like ball.com. So it's Jersey Shore FB.com. And you can go on there, you can see their schedule, and you scroll down and you can see where you can sponsor. If you want to donate some money, uh, I mean, it's exciting because it is ground floor. It's groundbreaking. I mean, there really hasn't been a true football conference like this, and in the
Right.
last 6 years. And again, most of which were during the COVID time. So, I can't imagine that the stands were getting that packed. And I encourage everybody. The first game is August. Is see, I'm thinking regular football is
Yep.
April 5th, right? That's opening day.
Yeah,
In
that's our home opener. So we will start the week before in Chicago, but home opener for the Jersey Shore Wave, April 5th from Hinchliffe.
And is there a way of watching it? Like, is it live streamed?
It is, yeah. So the league is a partner with Victory Plus, which is a free streaming app. So no signups, no anything. You can download the Victory Plus app and you can see every WNFC game, all streamed for free right from your phone, TV, anywhere you can get the app.
All right, we'll see. Maybe what we'll do is we'll set up a little watch party at
That
one
would
of
be
the pubs
great.
here in town, and we'll watch you
Yeah,
guys play opening day. So
awesome.
you've got April 5th, then you've got April 12th, another home game,
That's
and then
right.
you're away, and then you're back at on May 3rd, and that's the final home game.
That's right. Yes, that is the final home game. Then the week after that, we'll go to Washington, D.C., and we hope we have a good enough record through the regular season to be eligible for the playoffs after that.
So what do you think out of the 6 games? What would you have to be like 4-2, 3-3?
Yeah, I think 4-2 would be pretty safe to get us into the playoffs. Obviously, it depends how the chips fall throughout the rest of the league. I do know that new teams into the league, it's usually a pretty steep, I guess you could call it a learning curve. It's tough to be successful in your first year, but I really hope we can kind of buck that trend and be successful in our first year and really make a push into the playoffs and hopefully beyond into that championship game. Obviously, don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves here, but I really trust our players and our coaching staff and seeing the work that they've been putting in since the end of November already in this off season. I know that they're going to be prepared when the season kicks off.
Well, I tell you, it's really exciting. I encourage you guys, April 5th. I encourage you guys, let's fill the house. Hinchliffe holds 10,000. Let's get a couple thousand in there to support these women.
It's our
Uh,
goal. I mean, it's an ambitious goal, but we really think with continuing to tell the story of the team and the players on the team, especially, I think we can fill Hinchliffe and really again get the players the recognition that they deserve.
and especially watching a homegrown girl. I mean, she's a Patterson police officer. We're going to try to get her on the podcast before opening day so that they can hear from her directly, and just how excited. I mean, I can only imagine how exciting it is. It's clearly something that every player has a passion for, whether you're man, woman, whatever it is, you have a passion to play. And now, given the ability to get out there on the field and play the game that you love, when really women weren't given a shot at this at any level.
That's right. I mean, just still telling people now that are hearing about it for the first time, they're surprised. Women playing tackle football, what's going on there? But again, I encourage them to watch go back to the highlight that you showed or look at any of the highlights for the past season or above all, I mean, I encourage them to buy tickets to our game and come see it in person. And you'll very quickly see that this is football and these women are playing at a high level.
Yeah, it's great. That's the other thing I wanted to ask you is the rules. Are they NFL rules? Are they collegiate rules? How are the rules to the game?
Yeah, that's a good question. So the WNFC plays a modified NCAA rule book. I would say it's 95% the same as your typical college football game. A couple off the top of my head where there are some differences is in the WNFC, after you score a touchdown, you have the opportunity to go for three. So you can kick an extra point, you can go for two, just like college football, or you can go for a three-point play which again can really change some late game decision making. It makes it very, I think, more of a mental game down the stretch, which is pretty exciting. Another great rule that I love is instead of a pick six, like you're used to in both the NFL and college, in the WNFC, a defensive touchdown is worth 9 points. So they refer to it as a pick nine. And again, that really puts the emphasis on scoring defensive points and can really swing a game. So think about getting a pick nine, going for three. That's a 12-point possession right there, and it can really blow a game open.
I mean, you're down by a touchdown, the other team's driving, you intercept it, you run it back, and now you're up by two.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
that's awesome. Yeah, it
Yeah, it
makes it
really
it makes it a
changes the
lot
game.
more strategic, but also for the players, especially the defensive players and the offensive players, because you don't want to turn the ball
Yeah,
over
you
at
got to
the end of
limit
the
the
game.
turnovers.
Yeah, yeah. That's cool. All right, so pretty much 95% of the rules are the same as the
Yep.
NCAA, and then you've got some of these bonus points that you can get.
That's right. Yeah, it definitely keeps it fun. It's back to the championship game that I was at. So that same weekend, the league hosted the All-Star game the night before, and the game actually ended on a walk-off pick nine. Um,
No.
the team that it wasn't a walk-off to change the team that won, but it was kind of a last resort. The team was trying to score to tie the game and send it to overtime, and the defending team actually picked it off, ran it back. So they won. They ended up winning by, I guess it was 14 or however the points were at that point. But yeah, so I got to see the pick nine in the first game that I got to watch. So it was pretty exciting.
That's awesome. That sold you right there.
Very cool. Yeah, instantly.
That would be cool if they had that in the NFL.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
would change it. You're right. I mean, mentally, it would change the game because you give something like that up and
oh yeah.
start that because then you're also, if you're down, you're also fighting that much harder to get the pick off.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, think of NFL games. You think, oh, okay, it's a 9 point game. The game's over. It's a 12 point game. Like we're out of it. There's not enough time left. But like I was saying, you get a defensive touchdown. You go for three after you score. There's your 12 points, and suddenly your 12 point deficit with 2 minutes left doesn't mean the game is over.
It's amazing. So again, I'm going to give you the website again. It is jerseyshorefb.com. But also, if you want more information on the league, go to wnfcfootball.com. That way you can see all the teams. You can see the teams in your area if you're not from Jersey. Because again, you've got the Pacific, you've got the Central, you've got the East. You have three conferences, and they're all competing for that championship. Do you know where the championship's going to be played this year?
Yeah, so we'll be back in Dallas actually at the Ford Center at the Star again for the
Okay.
champ.
All right. Well, we right now we have the Supper Bowl going on, the Towncast. We do
Uh,
every year this time we get we people vote for the favorite restaurants in the area, and then we do the brackets.
oh, very
We
cool.
get that. So we're in the championship round right now, the semifinals. We've got four restaurants, and then next week on the ninth, when the Super Bowl, we
Mm.
announce who the winner of the Supper Bowl is
Oh,
just
that's
before kickoff.
amazing. Have
So
you
I
ever
mean,
had
that's
anybody go back to back?
what do they call the WNFC championship? Is there a name for it yet?
Yeah, so it's called the Nine Cup. So it's around Title IX, again, advancing sports for women. So really just kind of sticking true to the core of what women's sports were created for and stand for. So winning that Nine Cup trophy is something that I mean every team really has their eyes on, and that's what our goal is at the beginning of the season.
Now, I noticed also on your website that you have a 501(c)(3) nonprofit organization called Sure She Can Foundation. Let's talk a little bit about that and see if we can help you guys raise some money there.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So the Sure She Can Foundation is a 501(c)(3) nonprofit that we created in parallel with our team. And its greater mission is to raise funds to kind of eliminate the barriers for women and girls trying to pursue futures in sports, but really outside of sports. It's really for women and girls to continue to be their true and authentic selves. And raising money with the foundation really allows us to give back to the community and do that. And again, back to what we were saying earlier with the players not being paid and in a lot of cases having to pay their way to have these opportunities because the Sure She Can Foundation runs in parallel with our team, donations to the foundation can be made on specific players' behalfs. If you want your donation to help a certain player get some gear or whatever the case might be, or general donations to the foundation are obviously accepted as well, and those go towards supporting the team with all of the travel that we might have to take on and buying the equipment. Um, Paying for officials, all the game day operations sort of deals. But yeah, really all of that. It's super helpful. We're hoping to give back to the community in every way that we can. I know at Hinchliffe in the future we will be putting on a couple youth girls camps. We're hoping that these camps will be free to attend. And again, all donations help keep things like that free so we can truly give back to the community.
Well, and that's also going to be like your farm team. You
Yeah, that's
get
right. I
to
mean,
see
10 years, 10
who's
years
gonna
in the
excel, and
making.
maybe
Yeah.
5, 10 years from now,
Yep.
let's get her on the team. And also,
Exactly.
you guys have great apparel. I know you got a little you could flash that little
Do.
logo up
Yep.
there. So you've got some apparel. So listen, pick up apparel. I know all the money that they raise is going to go help the team. It's going to go help the players. Uh, like Jared said, if you want to sponsor a player or you just want to donate to the team, you can do that. And through the Sure She Can Foundation, because it is a 501(c)(3, as we are, the Towncast, all of your donations are tax deductible. And it's going to a good cause. And I love the idea that you guys are really focusing on women in sports. Um, because it's definitely underserved. It in
Mhm.
every test, but our town, a lot of towns, it's a lot of focus on the boys' sports, and they still have girls' sports, and it's gotten better over the years for sure. Especially watching the high schools start up their women's flag football team, and so it's great that you're doing that. I wish you guys a lot of luck. The Towncast is going to be there. We're going to live stream some of the game on April 5th. We'll be there. So if you can come down April 5th, what time is the game on the 5th? Do you know?
Yeah, so the game will kick off at 7. What the WNFC does is they actually kick off all their games at 7 p.m. local time.
Oh,
So if
okay.
you're watching on the app, it's pretty exciting. You can kind of just jump from game to game in your time zone and know that you can watch all the games going on.
Oh, so if I'm here and I'm watching your game and I want to jump to another game, can I do that?
Yeah, so if you wanted to check out, see what's going on down in Florida or Chicago or something like that, yeah, you on the
Cool.
app, you're able to switch right over.
See, the NFL should pick up some of that. They should do some of that instead of charging for every
Fun, yeah.
second that you watch. Again, it's jerseyshorefb.com. If you want more information on the league, it's WNFCfootball.com. And make sure you come out April 5th. Uh, check out the girls and download the app. It's Victory. You said it was Victory Plus?
Victory Plus, that's right.
Victory Plus. So download the app, get ready. The first game is March
29th in
March
Chicago for
29th.
us.
March 29th. Yeah. So make sure you download the app, check it out. It's in Chicago, your first game, right? So it'll be 8 o'clock Eastern time, 7 o'clock
Correct.
Midwest time.
Yep.
All right. Listen, Jared, I wish the ownership, I wish the Jersey Shore Wave, everybody involved, much success. This is exciting. It's exciting. And it's exciting that you're bringing it right here to Hinchliffe.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we're thrilled. We can't wait to really get going, like I said, and having your support, the mayor's support, Hinchliffe's support, really everyone that we've seen who's backed us so far. We couldn't do it without you all, so thank you and hope and do a great first season.
All right. Wish you all the best, and we'll see you on April 5th.
Awesome. We'll see you there.
All right. Uh, I'm going to sign off here. All right. So, guys, listen, it's a great opportunity for you to support a local team, a brand new team, support the women in sports. And hopefully, we'll have Monique on the podcast coming up before the April 5th game, before their opening day, before March 29th. Download the Victory Plus app. Make sure you check out the websites. Go out and support your local team. All right. Be well, everybody.